Yesterday we started partial differential equations. Again, I am repeating the notations. First of all, curly z by curly x is p, curly z upon curly y is q, curly square z upon curly x square is r, curly square z upon curly x curly y is s, and curly square z upon curly y square is t. Okay. We had done 2 questions on it. Let's do some more questions. Next question is from the partial differential equation. Please write it down. From the partial differential equation, from the following equation, by eliminating arbitrary constants. I am again repeating, from the partial differential equation, from the following equation by eliminating arbitrary constant. Equation is z is equals to ax e raised to the power y plus 1 upon 2 a square e the power 2y plus b. Question is z is equals to ax e the power y plus 1 upon 2 a square e the power 2y plus b. We have to eliminate these constants, this a and b. We have 2 constants. We can differentiate it with respect to x as well as with respect to y. Step number 1, differentiate equation 1 partially with respect to x. When we will differentiate it partially with respect to x, left hand side will be curly z by curly x, and in the right hand side, see, a is constant. Similarly, e the power y is constant because we are differentiating it with respect to x. So in this case, a e the power y is constant and differentiation of x will be 1. Similarly, 1 by 2 is constant, a square is constant, e the power 2y, this is a term in the form of y, so it is constant. So it will be 0 plus b is again constant, its differentiation is again equals to 0. So this is equals to curly z by curly x can be written as p equals to a e raised to the power y. Rest of the terms are 0. Okay? After that, we are going to differentiate equation number 1 partially with respect to y. When we differentiate this equation with respect to y, in the left hand side, we will have curly z upon curly y equals to a is constant, x is again constant, so it will remain as it is because it is in the multiplication. Differentiation of e raised to the power y. Differentiation of e the power y will be e the power y plus 1 upon 2 a square will remain as it is. Differentiation of e the power 2y, it will be e the power 2y into 2 plus differentiation of b will be 0 as it is constant. So it is equals to curly z upon curly y can be written as q equals to a x e the power y plus this 2 and this 2 will be cancelled. We get a square e the power 2y. Implies that q is equals to, see, we have to eliminate the constants. In this equation, there is no b. It means that b is already eliminated. Now we have to eliminate this a. From this term, can we put the value of a e the power y as p? We have a e the power y. In the place of a e the power y, substitute p. This x will remain as it is plus. Now we have a square e the power 2y. If we square this equation number 2, we get p square is equals to a square e raised to the power 2y. So this term will be p square. Now see, in this equation, we are having the differential coefficients as well as this equation is independent of the constants. So this is our required differential equation. Okay? Whenever we have to form the partial differential equation, we have to take care of one thing only, that the equation must be in the equation must contain the partial derivatives and it must be free from constants. There should be no constant in the equation. Okay? So this equation is free from the constants, and this equation is having curly z upon curly y and curly z upon curly x. Right? Any doubts, beta? Form the partial differential equation. From the equation, z is equals to x square a y square plus b. From the equation, z is equals to x square plus a into y square plus b. We have to form the partial differential equation from this simple equation. First of all, again, differentiating equation number 1 partially with respect to x. Okay? In the left hand side, we will get curly z upon curly x. In the right hand side, see, y square plus b is constant. It will remain as it is. And differentiation of x square plus a. Differentiation of x square is 2x plus a. Differentiation of a will be 0 as a is constant. So this is equals to 2x into y square plus b. From this equation, we can find the value of simply y square plus b. It will be equals to 1 upon 2x. इस टर्म को उठा के लेफ्ट साइड पे ले आए. This is 1 upon 2x into curly z upon curly x, and curly z upon curly x is p. This is p upon 2x. Similarly, differentiating equation number 1 partially with respect to y. If we differentiate equation number 1 partially with respect to y, it will become curly z upon curly y equals to, now in this case, x square plus a will be treated as constant. So it will remain as it is. After that, differentiation of y square plus b. Differentiation of y square will be 2y and differentiation of b will be 0 as b is constant. So from this equation, we can find the value of x square plus a. It will be 1 upon 2y into curly z upon curly y, and curly z upon curly y will be q. It is q upon 2y. So can we substitute the values of x square plus a and y square plus b in equation number 1? Substituting the values of x square plus a and y square plus b in equation number 1, we get z is equals to, value of x square plus a is, this is q upon 2y, and value of y square plus b is p upon 2x. Okay? In the denominator, we have 4xy. It can be taken in the left hand side. It will become 4xyz is equals to pq, or it can be written as pq minus 4xyz is equals to 0. Next question is, find the differential equation. Find the differential equation of all the spheres sphere है हमारे पास, of all the spheres whose center lies on z-axis. Whose center lies on z-axis. Center z-axis के ऊपर है. It means that center or radius. What will be the center and radius of the sphere? Solution लिखो. Let the equation of the sphere with center at the point, let it be 0, 0, a, because we have center at the z-axis. So x and y coordinate will be 0 and its radius be b. Let the equation of the sphere having center 0, 0, A and radius B be x minus a the whole x minus 0 the whole square plus y minus 0 the whole square plus z minus a the whole square is equals to b square. It will be x square plus y square plus z minus a the whole square is equals to b square. We have done its proof in the last class. Our first question was form the partial differential equation from the equation x square plus y square plus z minus c the square is equals to a square. ठीक है, ये आपके पास इक्वेशन बन गई है और इसको आपने फर्दर वैसे ही प्रूव करना है जैसे हमने कल किया था क्वेश्चन. तो ये क्वेश्चन आई होप कि हो जाएगा आप सबका. नेक्स्ट इज बेटा दिस वाज ऑल अबाउट व्हेन वी आर हैविंग सिंपल इक्वेशंस. नाउ वी कैन हैव सम फंक्शंस आल्सो. राइट, form the partial differential equation, form the partial differential equation, form the partial differential equation from z is equals to f of x square minus y square. From the function z is equals to f of x square minus y square. So this is our equation. It is having some function also. First of all, differentiate equation number 1 partially with respect to x. We will get curly z upon curly x is equals to. Now we are differentiating the function. First of all, differentiation of function will be f dash, and inside the term will remain as it is. After that, differentiation of this function will be 2x. So we can write it as p is equals to 2x into f dash x square minus y square. Let it be equation number 2. After that, again differentiating equation number 1 partially with respect to y. So we get curly z upon curly y is equals to, first of all, we will differentiate the function. It will be f dash into x square minus y square. After that, differentiation of this term, it will be minus 2y. So it can be written as q is equals to minus 2y into f dash x square minus y square. This is equation number 3. So our main aim is to eliminate this function. ठीक है, हमारा काम क्या है, यहाँ से हमें यहाँ से फंक्शन को खत्म करना है. Dividing equation number 2 by 3. If we divide equation number 2 by 3, we get p upon q is equals to 2x upon minus 2y, and this function and this function will cancel each other. F dash x square minus y square, f dash x square minus y square. These two functions will cancel each other. We get minus 2yp equals to 2xq, or it can be written as 2 and 2 will also cancel each other. We get xq plus yp equals to 0, which is our required differential equation in the form of p and q again. ठीक है, xq plus yp equals to 0. Whenever we get the function, in that case we have to eliminate the functions. ठीक है, we have to eliminate the functions. For eliminating the functions, we have to divide the equations. We have to divide the equations. Next is form the partial differential equation. Form the partial differential equation by eliminating the functions. By eliminating the functions, z is equals to f of x plus iota t plus g of x minus iota t. We are to eliminate the functions from this equation and we have to form a partial differential equation. So first of all, again, differentiating equation number 1 partially with respect to x. So when we differentiate this equation partially with respect to x, first of all, left hand side will be curly z upon curly x. Differentiation of the function will be f dash x plus iota t. After that, differentiation of this inside bracket will be 1. But here we have two variables, one is x and another is t. Okay? So we will differentiate with respect to x as well as with respect to t. First of all, we are differentiating with respect to x, so it will be f dash x plus iota t into 1. Similarly, differentiation of g will be g dash x minus iota t into 1 again. Right? Again, differentiating equation number 1 partially with respect to x. We are again differentiating it. It will be curly square z upon curly x square. It will be f double dash x plus iota t, and differentiation of x will be again 1 plus g double dash x minus iota t, and differentiation of x will be again equals to 1. Let it be equation number 2. After that, differentiating equation number 1 partially with respect to t, because our second variable is t. So it will be curly z upon curly t equals to, first of all, differentiation of the function will be f dash x plus iota t into differentiation of this term. Differentiation of x will be 0 and differentiation of t will be iota. Okay? Plus again, differentiation of g will be g dash x minus iota t into differentiation of this term will be minus iota. So again, differentiating equation number 1, we are again differentiating equation number 1. You can give the numbers over here also. This is equation number 2, and we are again differentiating equation number 2 because we need curly square z upon curly x square. Let it be equation number 3. After that, we are differentiating equation number 1 partially with respect to t. So it is curly z upon curly t. Let it be equation number 4. And again, differentiate equation number 4 partially with respect to t, as we need curly square z upon curly t the square. F dash will be changed into f double dash x plus iota t. One iota is already there. Again, we will be having one more iota. It will become iota the square plus g dash x minus iota t. One minus iota is already there. Again, we will differentiate this with respect to t. We will get again one more minus iota. Okay? So this will be equals to f double dash x plus iota t into iota the square, and iota the square is minus 1 g dash, it will be g double dash x minus iota t. This minus sign and this minus sign will be positive sign. Inside the brackets, it will be iota into iota. It is iota the square, and iota the square is minus 1. So we get curly square z upon curly t square as minus f double dash x plus iota t minus g double dash x minus iota t. Now see equation number 3 and 5. If we add these two equations, adding equation number 3 and 5, left hand side will be curly square z upon curly x square and curly square z upon curly t the square. In the right hand side, these terms will be cancelled out. F double dash x plus iota t minus f double dash x plus iota t. Similarly, g double dash x minus iota t minus g double dash x minus iota t. So we will get 0 on the right hand side. In the same way, we get a differential equation which is independent of functions. अब यहाँ पे हमारे पास कोई भी functions नहीं है, ठीक है? So this is our required partial differential equation. Homogeneous partial differential equations with constant coefficients. An equation of the form dnz upon dx raised to the power n plus a1, let it be curly because we are in partial, curly nz upon curly x raised to the power n plus a1, curly nz upon curly x raised to the power n minus 1 into curly y plus a2, curly nz upon curly x raised to the power n minus 2 into curly y the square, and so on up to an curly nz upon curly y raised to the power n is equals to some constant c. This type of equation is known as homogeneous partial differential equation with constant coefficients. Here a1, a2 and so on up to an. These are all constants. This equation is homogeneous. Why homogeneous? Because we have nth order derivative in all the terms. Okay, derivative is same in all the terms. So we called it as homogeneous partial differential equation with constant coefficients. How to solve these types of equations? In these types of equations, first of all, we will replace curly z upon curly x with d and curly z upon curly y with d dash. There are some steps to solve the equation. First step is replace the given equation curly z upon curly x with d and curly z upon curly y with d dash. After that, put d is equals to m and d dash is equals to 1. Fine. After that, we have to substitute d is equals to m and d dash is equals to 1. After that, we will get an equation. After substituting all the values in this equation, we will get a polynomial equation. Polynomial equation can be of degree 1, it can be of degree 2, degree 3 and so on. If we get an equation of degree 1, in that case, we will be having only one root. Let it be m1. If we are getting only one root, in that case, we will have the solution as y is equals to f1, z is equals to f1, y plus m1x. You have to remember these results. If we get only one solution, one root, let it be m1. In that case, the solution will be z is equals to f1, y plus m1x. See, first of all, in this equation, this is the whole equation. This type of equation has two types of solutions. Number one is complementary function and other is particular integral. Firstly, we are talking about only complementary functions. In case of complementary function, we will take right hand side as 0. ठीक है, यहाँ से एक इक्वेशन बनेगी, उस इक्वेशन से आपके पास जो भी रूट निकलेगा, in that root we will see the roots, the types of roots. If we are having only one root, in that case solution will be f1 y plus m1x. If we are having a quadratic equation, in that case we will be having two roots. Let it be m1 and m2. In that case, solution will be y plus m1x plus f2 y plus m2x. If we are having two roots, in that case, complementary function will be z is equals to f1 y plus m1x plus f2 y plus m2x. If we get cubic equation, in that case, we will be having three roots, m1, m2, m3, and this solution will increase. Z is equals to f1 y plus m1x plus f2 y plus m2x plus f3 y plus m3x and so. मतलब आपके पास इक्वेशन के जितने रूट्स आते जाएंगे उसके कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग ये सोल्यूशन बढ़ता जाए, ठीक है. But this is the case if we have all the roots different, if we have different roots. But if we are having same roots, let us say we are having two roots and both the roots are same. In that case, complementary function will be f1 y plus m1x plus x times f2 y plus m1x. We will add this x in the equation. If we are having the roots as m1, m1 and third root is m2. Okay, two roots are same. We are having three roots. From this, two roots are same and third root is different. In this case, solution will be f1 y plus m1x plus x times f2 y plus m1x. This is the solution for these same roots. Third root is m2 plus f3 y plus m2x. ये चीज clear है? Similarly, if we are having three same roots m1, 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 m2 and m2, let us suppose three roots are same and two roots are same. In that case, complementary function will be f1 y plus m1x plus x times f2 y plus m1x plus x square. Powers of x will be increased. X square f3 y plus m1x. This is the solution for these three roots. After that, we are again having two same roots. It will be f4 y plus m2x plus x into f4 y plus m2x. In the same way, we can have any number of roots, and in that case, these equations will be increased. G. Write first question. Solve the equation. Solve the equation. Curly square z upon curly x का square plus 4 times curly square z upon curly x curly y minus 5 times curly square z upon curly y square equals to 0. Solve this equation. Curly square z upon curly x square plus 4 times curly square z upon curly x curly y minus 5 times curly square z upon curly y square is equals to 0. First of all, we have to change this equation in the symbolic form. For the symbolic form, put curly by curly x is equals to d and curly by curly y is equals to d dash. So equation number 1 will become, see, curly square z upon curly x square. Curly by curly x, we are substituting d. It will become d square z. This z will remain as it is. Plus this 4 will remain as it is. Curly upon curly x. Curly square can be written as curly into curly. So curly upon curly x, this is d, and curly upon curly y, this is d dash. Minus 5 curly square, साथ में z है, minus 5 curly square z upon curly y square, it will be d dash into z square equals to 0. Firstly, we are changing this equation into symbolic form. How symbolic form? This is curly upon curly x. In the place of curly upon curly x, we are to substitute d. In the place of curly upon curly y, we are to substitute d dash. Curly upon curly y, d dash. After that, but please note down the steps also. Minus 5 d dash square into z equals to 0. From this equation, we get an equation known as auxiliary equation. Auxiliary equation is d square plus 4d d dash minus 5d dash, the square is equals to 0. You can also have the definition of auxiliary equation for 2 marks in your exams. Define auxiliary equation. Auxiliary equation is when we equate the coefficient of z to 0. When we equate the coefficient of z to 0, the equation so obtained is known as auxiliary equation. I am again repeating, when we equate the coefficient of z to 0, The equation so obtained is known as auxiliary equation. So in this equation, put d is equals to m and d dash is equals to 1 in equation number 2. So equation number 2 reduces to m square plus 4m minus 5 is equals to 0. Now this is quadratic equation. You can solve this quadratic equation. Solve the quadratic equation. It will be m square minus m plus 5m minus 5 is equals to 0. It will be 4m and minus 5. M is common. M minus 1 plus 5. M minus 1 is equals to 0. M minus 1 is again common. M minus 1. M plus 5 equals to 0 implies that m is equals to 1 and 5. 1 and minus 5. So we got two roots. One is 1 and second is minus 5. Both the roots are different. So solution will be z is equals to f1 y plus first root. First root is 1. It will be 1 into x plus f2 y plus second root is minus 5. It will be minus 5 into x, or it can be written as f1 y plus x plus f2 y minus 5x. So it is our required solution. As we are having right hand side 0, so there will be only one solution, that is complementary function. ठीक है? Next is 25r. 25r minus 40s plus 16t equals to 0. Solve 25r minus 40s plus 16t equals to 0. First of all, its usual signs will be 25. R stands for Kali square z upon Kali x the square. Minus 40, S stands for Kali square z upon Kali x Kali y. And T stands for Kali square z upon Kali y square is equals to 0. Now in this equation, we have to replace Kali z by Kali x with d and Kali by Kali y with d dash. So this equation number 1 will reduces to 25 d square z minus 40 d dash z plus 16 d dash square z is equals to 0. After that, we have to take z common. Minus 40 d dash plus 16 d dash the square into z is equals to 0. So auxiliary equation will be equating the coefficient of z to 0. We get 16 d dash the square is equals to 0. Now in this equation, put d is equals to m and d dash is equals to 1. We get 25m square minus 40m plus 16 is equals to 0. This is again quadratic equation. You have to solve this quadratic equation. It can be written as 5m plus 4 the whole square minus 4 the whole square. It will be 25m square plus 16 minus 2ab, that is 2 into 5 into 4. 5 into 4 is 20, 20 into 2 is 40. So it will be 5m minus 4 the whole square. Implies that we will be having two values of m. Because the equation is quadratic, we will get two roots. And both the roots will be same. The value of m will be 4 upon 5 and 4 upon 5. Okay? After that, the solution will be, therefore the solution is z is equals to f1. Now both the roots are same. If roots are same, the solution will be 4 by 5x plus x times f2 y plus whatever the root into x. So this is our required solution. ठीक है बेटा? One more question on this topic. Solve d cube. Solve d cube minus 4d square d dash plus 3d dash the square into z equals to 0. Kindly note, we are doing the questions in which right hand side is equals to 0. If the right hand side 0, we will get only one solution, that is complementary function. Only one solution will be there. First of all, equating the coefficient of z to 0, we get auxiliary equation. This is d cube minus 4d square d dash plus 3d d dash the square is equals to 0. After that, substituting d is equals to m and d dash is equals to 1. Therefore, equation number 1 implies m cube minus 4m square plus 3m is equals to 0. M can be taken common from this equation. It will be m square minus 4m plus 3 is equals to 0. So from this, either m is equals to 0 or m square minus 4m plus 3 is equals to 0. M square minus m minus 3m plus 3 is equals to 0. M common, m minus 1 minus 3 common, m minus 1 is equals to 0. So it will be m minus 1 into m minus 3 is equals to 0. So we get m is equals to 1 and 3. So we get 3 roots of m. One is 0, other is 1, and third one is 3. So the solution will be z is equals to f1 y plus 0 into x plus f2 y plus 1 into x plus f3 y plus 3 into x, or it can be f1 y plus f2 y plus x plus f3 y plus 3x. So it is our required solution. Second case is if right hand side is not 0. If right hand side is not 0, in that case we are having different types of equations. First case is, in that case, if the right hand side is of the form e the power ax plus by. Whenever we get the term of the form e the power ax plus by, in this case, in particular integral, we will substitute a in the place of d and b in the place of d dash. We will replace d with a and d dash with b, where a is the coefficient of x and b is the coefficient of y. First question, solve curly square z upon curly x square minus 7 curly square z upon curly x curly y plus 12 curly square z upon curly y square equals to e the power x minus y. Now right hand side is not 0. If the right hand side is not 0, in that case, we will find two solutions. One solution will depend upon the complementary function, that is when the right hand side will be 0. We will find the solution from this equation. After that, we take this term and find the solution corresponding to this term. And this solution is known as particular integral. After that, the final solution will be complementary function plus particular integral. First of all, for complementary function, take right hand side as 0. The equation becomes curly square z upon curly x square minus curly square z upon curly x curly y plus 12 curly square z upon curly y square is equals to 0. We will take 0 on the right hand side. After that, put curly by curly x is equals to d and curly by curly y is equals to d dash. This equation will become, let it be equation number 1, let it be equation number 2. Therefore, equation number 2 implies that d square z minus 7 d dash plus 12 d dash the square into z is equals to 0. It will be d square minus 7 d dash plus 12 d dash the square into z is equals to 0. So auxiliary equation will be d square minus 7 d dash plus 12 d dash the square is equals to 0. In this equation, put d equals to m and d dash is equals to 1. So we get m square minus 7m plus 12 is equals to 0. It will be m square minus 3m minus 4m plus 12 is equals to 0. M common, m minus 3 minus 4 common, m minus 3 is equals to 0. M minus 3, m minus 4 is equals to 0 implies that m is equals to 3 and 4. We will get two roots. One will be 3 and other will be 4. Corresponding to these roots, solution will be complementary function. This solution will be named as complementary function. Z is equals to f1 y plus 3x plus f2 y plus 4x, because we have two roots 3 and 4, y plus 4x. So this is our complementary function. After that, we have to find the particular integral. How to find particular integral? Again, write this term. Equation number 1 implies d square minus 7d dash minus 12 d dash the square into z is equals to e the power x minus 1. In the symbolic form, this equation is d square minus 7d dash plus 12d dash the square into z is equals to e the power x minus y. Keep it on the left hand side as it is. Take this term on the right hand side. But kindly note it, see, after that you can note it down. Take this term on the right hand side. It will be d square minus 7d dash minus 12d dash the square, and write this term on this side. Okay? Don't write it as e the power x minus y divided by d square minus 7d dash minus 12d dash the square. This is plus. Okay? Okay? Just take this term on the right hand side and write this term on one side only. After that, comparing this term with e the power ax plus b1. Comparing this term with e the power ax plus b1, we get a is equals to 1 and b is equals to minus 1. It means you have to substitute d with 1 and d dash with minus 1. You have to replace this term. Just simply see e the power ax plus by. We get a as 1 and b as minus 1. Simply replace this denominator d with 1 and d dash with minus 1. We get 1 upon 1 the square minus 7, 1 into minus 1 plus 12 into minus 1 the square into e the power x minus y will remain as it is. It will be equals to 1 upon 1 the square is again 1, minus 7 into 1 into minus 1 will be plus 7 plus 12, minus 1 the square is plus 1. E the power x minus y will remain as it is. This is 1 upon 20 e the power x minus y. So it is our particular integral. Particular integral z is equals to, after that, complete solution z will be equals to complementary function plus particular integral. That is, z is equals to, complementary function was f1 y plus 3x plus f2 y plus 4x plus particular integral is 1 upon 20 e the power x minus y. Next case is if we are having sine of ax plus by wali form in the right hand side. In that case, substitute d square with minus a the square, d dash with minus ab, and d dash the square with minus b the square. Okay, again, a is the coefficient of x and b is the coefficient of y. We are having minus a the square, not minus a the whole square. Similarly, this is minus a into b, minus b the square. Question is solve curly square z upon curly x square minus curly square z upon curly y square. No, it's curly square z upon curly x curly y equals to sin x cos 2y. Sin x cos 2y. This result will also hold for cos ax plus by. Okay? Again, in this equation, right hand side is not 0. We will find two solutions. One will be complementary function. For that, consider curly square z upon curly x square minus curly square z upon curly x curly y is equals to 0. So it will be d square z minus d dash square. It will be d dash into z is equals to 0. D square minus d dash into z is equals to 0. Auxiliary equation will be d square minus d dash is equals to 0, or m square minus m is equals to 0 implies that m into m minus 1, 0, implies that either m is 0 or m is 1. So complementary function is plus f2 y plus 1 into x, that is f1 into y plus f2 y plus x. ठीक है ये? So this is our complementary function. After that, we have to find the particular integral. But we have done the formula of the particular integral in the case of sin x plus by or cos ax plus by. But in this question, we have this term in multiplication. First of all, we can separate these terms. Given equation, this is d square minus d dash into z is equals to multiply and divide with 2 cos 2y sin x divided by 2. Okay, this is of the form 2 cos a sin b. 2 cos a sin b, this is sin a plus b plus sin a minus b. ठीक है ये? This is, we have multiply and divide with 2. It will become 2 cos 2y sin x. This is of the form 2 cos a sin b. Sin a plus b plus sin a minus b. After that, for finding the particular integral के लिए क्या करना हमने? Take the coefficient of z on the right hand side. This is d square minus d dash into, this term will remain as it is, sin 2y plus x, or it can be written as x plus 2y. ठीक है? Sin x plus 2y plus sin minus x plus 2y. This 1 upon 2 is constant. It can be taken outside the differential. This is 1 upon 2. Now we can separate the term. This is 1 upon d square minus d dash into sine of x plus 2y. Similarly, this plus sign will remain here. This term, this is d square minus d dash into sine of minus x plus 2y. ठीक है, यहाँ पे हमने टर्म को सेपरेट कर दिया. ठीक है, this is equals to 1/2. Now compare this term with our general form. This is sine of x plus by. You can also write it as I1 plus I2. Let this term be I1 and this term be I2. ठीक है, we can solve it separately. First of all, I1. Consider this equation as equation number 1, because after finding the solutions, we have to substitute the value in this equation. So name this term as equation number 1. First of all, I1. I1 is 1/d square minus dd dash sine of x plus 2y. Now comparing this term with this form, we have a is equals to 1 and b is equals to 2. This is sine ax plus by. A is equals to 1, b is equals to 2. Now this rule says that substitute d square with minus a square, dd dash with minus ab, and d dash square with minus b square. So what we will do, put d square is equals to minus a the square minus, what is a? This is 1. 1 the square, it will be minus 1. After that we have dd dash. dd dash will be minus a into b. Minus a is 1, b is 2. This is minus 2. Substitute the values. This is minus 1. d square की value क्या है? Minus 1. This minus will remain as it is. The value of dd dash is minus 2 into sine of x plus 2y. Minus 1, this minus and minus will be plus 2. Minus 1 plus 2 will be plus 1, and its value is sine of x plus 2y. This is the value of I1. ठीक है, ये I1 की value है. After that we have to find the value of I2. For the value of I2, take I2. This is equals to 1/d square minus dd dash into sine of minus x plus 2y. Again, comparing these two terms, we will get a minus 1 and b is equals to 2. So what the substitution will be? D square is equals to minus a the square. This minus will remain as it is. The value of a is minus 1 and it's the square. Minus 1 the square is plus 1, and this minus will remain as it is. We get minus 1. Similarly, dd dash, it will be minus a into b minus. The value of a is minus 1. The value of b is 2. It will become 2. So substitute the values. I2 is equals to 1/d square is minus 1. This minus will remain as it is, and the value of dd dash is 2 into sine of minus x plus 2y, and it will become minus 1/3 sine of minus x plus 2y. Therefore, equation number 1 implies particular integral is 1/2. This 1/2 is outside the bracket. The value of I1 was sine of x plus 2y, and the value of I2 is minus 1/3 sine of minus x plus 2y. And complete solution, or it can be general solution, z is equals to complementary function plus particular integral. And complementary function क्या था भाई? This is f1 y plus f2 y plus x plus particular integral. This is 1/2 sine of x plus 2y minus 1/3 sine of minus x plus 2y. So this is our required complete solution.